Hello there, Sagittarius moons. Welcome to this beautiful video specifically for you if you feel like you're a sensitive, creative human and you would love to know more about how to make the most of your moon sign energy to dive into your natural gifts and express yourself more freely. As a Sagittarian moon, you have a lot of energy to experience life. You are happiest when you're having new experiences, meeting new people, going to new places, and learning. Learning is a really, really big part of your energy signature with a Sagittarius moon. The Sagittarian energy is governed by the element of fire. It is vibrant, it is quick moving, quick thinking, quick talking. One of the shadow energies of Sagittarius, no matter what you have there, whether it be sun rising, or moon, or another planet like Mercury or Venus, is the tendency to be a little bit undisciplined or impulsive or tactless in your communication. So that will be your sign that there isn't the the best degree of balance. Although, don't be hard on yourself when those things are happening, because there's often a higher spiritual meaning to the things that you blurt out, the things that come out, and then you later regret them. Sometimes a person might need to hear them. And there are certain people on this planet who are destined to be change makers through saying unexpected things or jarring things. So it's not always a negative when that more shadow or disruptive energy comes through your expression as a Sag moon. Sagittarian moon people need to look after themselves by retreating when they know they've had enough stimulation. So you will be seeking the stimulation, the activity, being in the center of things, being the organizer, being the planner, wanting to go somewhere, do something, have things booked in, and be in the midst of activity and socializing. If not the socializing, learning. You'll want to learn. You'll be enrolling in classes, courses, starting new things and getting a lot of nourishment from learning and becoming wise, understanding the world as a whole more thoroughly. One of the big questions that Sagittarian energy is asking is why. So there'll be this desire to get to the bottom of things, dig deep and learn and become an authority or a wise person, and also needing these wise people in your life to turn to. So having your own teachers that you can rely on, look to for advice. That might be an author of a book, it might be a course that you attend, it might be someone that you know. So what you need to do with all of that activity and that desire for stimulation with the Saggy moon is make sure you carve out time to retreat, reflect, come back to yourself. Every single human being needs time away from the busyness, and you just might need to remind yourself that that's important. You still might find that you're craving some stimulation. So quiet time for you might be listening to a podcast on your own. It might be walking in the bush, listening to music. It might be just paying attention to the natural environment that you're in and really being present with the sounds and the information that's around you, coming through your eyes, coming through your other senses like touch, touching plants, touching trees, absorbing the world in different ways other than simply through the mental energy and through the desire to be inspired through external stimulation. The ways that you might creatively express yourself are endless. You might be the teacher, you might do any sorts of arts and crafts, particularly things that have a specific cultural heritage. There is something about foreign languages, foreign cultures, places outside the norm, outside your experience you might be drawn to. So you might be someone who learns a craft or an art from a culture that you haven't been exposed to before, that's not actually yours. um, there's just so many ways you could go with this Sagittarian energy. It can be very inspired. It could go into music. It could go into travel photography or travel blogging. There's just, yeah, so many ideas that it's just kind of endless. So go with what you're interested in, what gives you passion, what makes you feel inspired. There's really no barriers for you as a Sagittarian moon with how that creativity gets expressed. So, yeah, as I said earlier, the shadow is the undisciplined or impulsive or tactless expression of the energy, which isn't always an absolute problem that you need to worry about. Um, the other shadow would just be completely being overwhelmed and exhausted and burning out. So, being very tired is a good signal to pull back, slow down, get a bit more sleep, do the things that your body is asking for. Our moon energy is our emotional well-being and our body and our heart and our capacity to look after ourselves and our urge to look after others. So notice when that's out of balance by noticing how the body feels. All right, I think that's enough guidance and information for you. Actually, we'll just see if there's anything that guidance wants to bring in before I finish. No, I feel like we were aligned with the guidance that was available, and it came through me nice and cleanly. We didn't even have to sort of change channels. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video about the moon in Sagittarius for sensitive, creative humans. If you know somebody with their moon in Sagittarius, I'd love you to share this video with them. They might get something from it. And feel free to subscribe to this channel to learn more about astrology in this kind of way.